So one night a week, Jules and I throw axes in the backyard axe throwing league. So we need something that's easy to cook, delicious, easy to eat, and will give us the fuel we need to win. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Axe Night Suppers. And this week we're going to do a riff on a one-pan chicken and rice dish that we did on the channel maybe a year or 2 years ago. And we're just going to switch up the flavors. It's still a one-pan chicken and rice dish, but instead of chicken and white and wild rice like we did last time, this time we're going to mix it up and we're going to make it sort of a Southwest Tex-Mex kind of deal. So I've got 6 chicken thighs that I have salted and peppered on both sides. I've got a skillet that is coming up to temperature, and I'm going to hit that with a little bit of grapeseed oil. Very neutral flavored, high smoke point oil. But, you know, bacon fat would be something that I would use probably most often because I really like that bacon fat flavor with the chicken. So, oil's up to temperature, and we're going to put the chicken in skin side down, and we just want to brown it. We're not looking to cook it all the way through. Okay, that's good. So we're not looking for any super deep browning on the skin or the chicken because this is going to go in the oven to cook fully. So we're going to turn it over and just brown the underside a little bit. Okay, we're just going to pull the chicken out and set it aside. Now, something you need to do is check the amount of oil in the bottom of the pan. And it's going to be very hard for me to describe to you how much oil is left and how much you're looking for. I think that's the perfect amount of oil to move on to the next step, which is to fry off a little bit of onion and a hot pepper. I'm using a hot banana pepper, a Hungarian hot banana pepper, because that's what I've got growing in my garden. So that's what I'm going to use today. And we just want to fry this until the onion is softened and a little translucent. Okay, once the onion is soft, I throw in the rice. And just like making a pilaf, you stir the rice around in the oil in the bottom of the pan. You just want to get the grains completely coated in oil and maybe just a little bit toasty. Not too toasty, just a little toasty. Next in is a can of black beans, drained and rinsed. Some frozen corn. A little bit of Mexican oregano, a can of Rotel tomatoes. Now, I'm in Canada, and we used to have to go to the States to get Rotel tomatoes and bring them back with us. About a year ago, they started showing up in grocery stores here, so I've been using them quite a bit. If you can't get Rotel, just use regular canned tomatoes. Stir that all together just to kind of get it nice. This is our homemade taco sauce, and I will link below to the video. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in, just to get a little bit of flavor, a little bit of smoky flavor. And this one has a bit of cinnamon in it. It's really nice. On top of that, we're going to put some chicken stock. Stir this all together. Okay, I've got this up on high heat on the stove top, and the idea is we want to bring it up to a boil just to start the rice cooking. So we've reached a boil. I'm going to put the chicken back on, skin side up. Just kind of nestle it in with the rice. Then we're going to stick this in the oven, and we're going to bake it for, I'd say maybe 45 minutes to an hour at this point, depending on the size of your chicken pieces, of course, because you want the chicken cooked through and you want the rice nice and tender.
All right, Glenn, you've been busy.
So, Southwest Tex-Mex chicken-ish.
So beans, rice, chicken, tomatoes. I see it.
Corn, a little
see
bit
it.
of tomato. I'm always hesitant to call it something like that because, you know,
There are ideas that are affiliated with those terms.
yeah, that maybe I'm not fulfilling, but to me, that's what this is based on where I live. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
chicken's tender. Do you want some
Looks
chicken?
good. Sure. Why not?
So, I like this because it all cooks in one pan.
So I can see all those flavors working out. Oh, they got a little bit of kick too.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting. I have a vinegar smell in my nose, but I'm not getting that from here. Like there's something.
Oh.
I was expecting.
No vinegar in this dish. Earlier,
What have you been up to?
earlier today in the studio, I was I'm playing with the idea of making Worcester sauce.
Oh yes, that's the smell.
So
And that was just too much. Even though I scientifically wafted your.
the video of making this is going to come out shortly, but
How long does it sit?
2-3 months maybe.
Okay, so that'll be a while.
So the tasting video is going to be a long way off, but the
I don't know about a tasting video for Worcester sauce. Can I just put that out there?
But back to
I'm
this,
not convinced.
this is really simple, and you could play with the flavors a little bit. You can play with different chilies. You can play with different chili powders.
I like the bite. I like the tomato. I, of course, would probably put more tomato and more vegetables in it because that's who I am. But yeah, dinner done. I'm in.
So give this one a try, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.